This video is for the 8th grade for compound interest only. I'm only going to do so many on the front. This is actually the homework that is due on, I don't know, whatever tomorrow is. I'm pretty sure tomorrow is Thursday, like the 3rd of October. So I'm going to just do a few of these with you guys. The work that you guys had to show on this thing is you had to have your principal labeled, except I need to use the other kind of marker. Principal, we had to have our rate as a decimal, so 0.15, and our time. We just had to have those labeled. You plug these into the calculator all the exact same way. The formula, in fact, I'm going to write this over here off to the side. The formula for all of these is the total amount of the loan is equal to the principal times 1 plus the rate, that's a decimal, to the power of time, for whoever got to hear me say that stupid line. Anyway, so I'm going to go and start plugging those into that exact formula. So I have 290 is my principal. 1 plus my rate is at 0.15. Had to do it to the power of 2 because that's my time. We had to round this a little bit, but this one comes out to the 319 and 73 cents. Now, I wanted both the interest and the total amount. So what we have right here, this is the total amount for that loan. If I want to know the interest, I have to take away, I got to take the that loan, the $319.73, and I have to take away my principal, that part right there, the 290. So if I subtract 290, that's going to leave me behind with just the interest on this one. So I'm going to do the calculator real quick because I'm going to cheat. So that gives me $29.73 in just interest. So this is I'm going to put that in there too. I'm going to do one more of these, but most of these I feel like you guys are pretty good at. I'm just going to pick one at random. We'll do number 6. So here's my principal. Here's my rate. That's going to be 0.07. And my time is going to be 5 years. Same formula. Put that 10,000 there at the very beginning. 1 plus my rate to the power of 5, because that's my time. When I get done with that one, my amount is going to be equal to $14,025.50. Got to round up a little bit, 2 cents. Now, for just the interest, same thing as before. I've got to take my amount, that $14,025.52, and I have to subtract whatever my principal was. So when I subtract my $10,000, I end up being left with, I'll write that in blue just to keep those two separated. It'll be that $4,025.52. Again, pardon the terrible, terrible handwriting. So make sure you have the amount and the interest listed for all of these on the front. Now to go into the backside. Before I get going on this thing, I want to make sure everybody's clear on this. On number 11, I told every single class, if you didn't hear it, you either weren't there or I weren't listening. I know this says simple here. I want to change that to compound. Believe it or not, that makes the problem much easier. Man, handwriting is just terrible with this. So I'm going to go ahead and work this one out with you because this one's kind of tough. This is you owe $1,000. I'm sorry. You have $1,000 that you want to invest for 5 years before you use the money towards a large purchase. How much more money will a savings account with a compound interest rate of 3.2% yield in earnings than a savings account with a compound interest rate of 2.7%? We're doing the same formula for both of these. So the amount is $1,000. We're still doing compound 1 plus, I'm going to do the first rate, which was 3.2. Both of these are for 5 years. So I've got to make that 0.032, and then for 5 years. The other one, it's the same amount. It'll be 1,000. 1 plus 0.027, because that was the other rate, and still for 5 years. I want to know how much more one makes than the other. So I have to get the amounts for these, and then I'm just going to subtract them when I'm finished. So for that top one, I get $1,070.57. And for the other one, I get $1,042.49. Now I have to subtract these two. And I finally get a difference of, so I'm going to change colors in this real quick, $28.08. That is the final difference between those two. Take a look at number 13 real quick, because I'm pretty darn sure that this is actually on your test. It says Mike wants to borrow $11,500 for home improvements. He was considering a 3-year loan option represented by that thing. Oh my gosh, they give you the entire freaking formula with everything already done for you. Or a 2-year loan option represented by, oh look, they did it again. They have both of these listed for us, which is freaking awesome. Where A in both equations represents the total cost of repaying the loan, which loan option should Mike choose in order to repay the least amount of money? You're just trying to figure out which one of the, like, how much more. Well, actually, which one's cheaper. Work them both out in the calculator, get an answer, pick whichever. It's either going to be loan A or loan B. Only they didn't actually say loan A or loan B, so it's either going to be the 3-year loan or the 2-year loan. But I'm going to let you work that part out on your own. Let's see. Let's jump. These always look scary to you guys. They're really not that bad, so I'm going to do number 16. It says Mark's mother is planning to borrow $25,000 to remodel the restaurants she owns. She contacted several loan companies, and she's comparing 2 different options. Company 1 offers an interest rate of 5.25%. Company 2 offers an interest rate of 8.5%. Both loan options involve compound interest and must be repaid in exactly 3 years. We've got all the information we need. It says, how much more will Mark's mother pay in interest if she chooses to borrow money from Company 2? So we know Company 2 is going to be more expensive. So we're going to plug both of these into the same freaking equation again. So the loan amount was $25,000. Again, pardon, terrible handwriting. 1 plus my rate. Well, that rate is 5.25%. So that's going to be 0.025%. And both of them, I think, say, yeah, both had to be paid in 3 years. So there's that one. And now this one over here, pretty much the same thing. It's still a loan for $25,000. We still do 1 plus, and then whatever our rate was. The rate was 8.5%. So that's going to be 0.085%, not percent, but as a decimal. And it's still 3 years. Find those 2 numbers and figure out how much more you're going to pay for one than the other. That's all I'm doing for you on that. I kind of scripted the video just a little bit, so I'm going to show you this real quick. I did decide to go ahead and help you out at number 14. Make sure you read it carefully. You've got 2 equations. Both of them are for 5.5%. Both of them are for $7,800. One is for a 7-year loan. One is for a 5-year loan. You were just trying to figure out how much he would how much more he would pay for one than the other. Okay, so if you need any more help on this stuff, guys, you're going to have to come to tutorials and ask for help. I will happily help you out.